All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. It is a beautiful Thursday, January 30th. We are almost into February. Let's go ahead and look at some of the top movers in the market today. What we got? Yeah, I see somebody complaining about the music. I can change it if y'all really want me to. It's just my morning playlist. You know. All right. But with that said, looking at the gappers, we got SINT moving up here. You can see this one is popping off a little bit, gapping up from 146 to 280. We got MGEN doing the same thing, gapping up from 169 to 230s. We got LOIT, same thing, gapping up from 192 to 232. We got INO, gapping up some, which is a virus stock, a coronavirus stock. We have OPGN, which is gapping up with lesser volume, looks less favorable for day traders here because the volume is just a little bit lighter unless the volume increases. We got NNBC, and which is another virus stock. But then the big one today, guys, is the Dragon Tesla, man. Look at Tesla. That thing is going crazy, gapping up from basically 581 all the way to 633.50. So a huge gap up for Tesla. I'm assuming this is earnings or something of the sorts, and we'll get to that in just a second when we look up the news for all of these stocks. So yeah, Tesla ripping. We have QRVO doing the same thing, gapping up from 112.50s to 120.96, and so a solid percentage gap up for this one as well. We got a few other ones like MDGL, no volume though. Now gapping up from 312.90s to 334.90s. That one looks interesting. We got Run, LCRX or LRCX, gapping up from 298 to 317. We got MTH, we got FTCH, we got Yayo, an old runner. NVAX is running a little bit. Sad sight to me because I'm holding a put option on this one, but it doesn't expire for 3 weeks or so. We got one of Mitch's favorite stocks, AMAT, gapping up some from 59.80s to 61.60s. And so honestly, we got a lot of gap ups today. And so, yeah, I'll probably start getting to the news. Man. Yeah, man. Tesla's going absolutely crazy, bro. Tesla, man, that thing just didn't look back, man. And here's the thing with Tesla, man. A lot of shorts are getting squeezed, man. For some reason, like, the cool thing to do is to hate on Tesla. I want Tesla to go up. I'm not doubting on Tesla. And I think a lot of shorts are getting squeezed out of these. A lot of shorts are really hurting right now, you know. And so that's a fun one for us to watch, this Tesla. But yeah, a lot of shorts are getting hit with this one, man. A lot of doubters in Tesla, you know, they're getting hit. So let's go ahead and look up the news, team. Let's go ahead and look up the news. First, what I'm going to look up, I'm going to stick with Tesla. We can go over a few other things too, but I'm going to start with Tesla just because I think that's one that everybody is going to be talking about specifically today. All right, so with Tesla, let's see. All right, so Tesla put out good earnings, good cash flow, good profit margin, and good Tesla forecast for 2020 deliveries. So they put out, again, just to restate that, Tesla put out a release yesterday evening that said that they had good earnings, good cash flow, good profit margins, and they also had a solid forecast for 2020 deliveries. Okay, so that's what went down with Tesla. I can find the exact numbers in a second here. Let's see if we can find them. All right, so yeah, Tesla set a goal to, quote, comfortably sell more than 500,000 vehicles this year. It put out earnings of $105 million or 56 cents per share in the fourth quarter, compared with $140 million or 78 cents a share in the year-ago quarter. Adjusted for one-time items, the company earned $2.14 a share, compared with $2 a share a year ago. And so that did increase. Revenue rose to $7.4 billion, which is up 2% from where it was previously, and that is compared with the $7.2 billion a year ago. So they increased in revenue as well. And remember, the company earned $2.14 a share, adjusted for one-time items, and the FactSet expected the FactSet report expected them to make $1.77 a share of $7 billion. So yeah, they did way better than expected. And I think Tesla, what I really think is going down with Tesla is I think Tesla is taking over our pop culture, is what I really think Tesla is doing. I think Tesla is taking over our pop culture. I'll tell you this, 2 years ago, if I would have seen a Tesla driving down the street, I would have barely known what it is. You know, I would have barely known what a Tesla was 2 years ago if I would have seen one driving down the street. Now you best believe I see way more Teslas driving down the street, and I certainly know what it is, and I'm always like, hey, I should always show my wife, hey, look, there's a Tesla. Hey, look, there's a Tesla, you know. And my wife's like, ooh, ah. But that is what Tesla has done the last 2 years, is that they have taken over our pop culture to where you damn sure know about them now. You know, regardless of whether you like them or dislike them, or have a bullish sentiment or a bearish sentiment, you damn sure know about them now. And like I said, I think that is they've hijacked our popular culture a little bit. And I think that is helping them sell, and that is helping them in the market as well as a public company too. And I think Elon Musk has been very calculated with how he approaches this, with going on Joe Rogan and, you know, hitting the weed and doing whatever he needs to do to put himself out there in pop culture. He's done that, and I think that is going to cause that's going to help his car company. I think it is what it. Yeah, I'm too broke to have a Tesla too, Jay. But I'm just saying, you damn sure know one when you see one though. You see a Tesla driving down the street, you're like, what do you say? You say, hey, look, there's a Tesla. And so you sure see them now, you know what I mean? Like, you know about them now, so it is what it is. Good morning, Tesla's going to hit 800. We'll see, man. We'll see. It should be interesting to see if that ever happens, but we'll see. But yeah, that's the news on Tesla, man. They blew their numbers away, and, you know, fun stock. I'm scared, honestly, especially after this move, I'm scared to trade it. I'm mostly a short bias trader. I mean, sometimes I trade VWAP bounces and stuff, but how many shares could I buy of Tesla? I could literally probably buy one share of Tesla and be happy with it. I could probably buy one share of Tesla. If there's any stock that I would ever be able to, to average down until I was successful, it might be Tesla, you know. Because Tesla, I could buy one share. If it goes against me, I could buy another share, and I could just keep buying one little tiny share positions until it goes in my direction. I don't think that's a good idea. I think that's a terrible idea in trading. But I'm saying if there was any stock that was cheap enough with a big enough range to do it, I think it's Tesla. But yeah, it's interesting. I like Tesla. I like Elon. I think they'll do well long term. But again, if you really look closely, you'll see that they've taken over pop culture, and they're certainly more relevant now than they were 2 years ago. And I think that is all gonna help the stock. And hey, maybe I'm wrong, but I like Tesla. So yeah, so that's that for Tesla. We also have SINT, which is at the top of the gappers list, gapping up from 146 to 257. What, Netron? You don't have live streams anymore. What are you talking about, bro? You're in one now, bro. Alright, but yeah, now we can look up SINT. SINT, big gap up here, big move. So SINT Tech, which is Syntex Technologies, they agreed to a collaboration with Nissan Manufacturing. And it's not Nissan, it's Nissan. They also did not disclose any of their terms. And it says here that SINT, quote, signed an agreement, and this is all from Dow Jones Newswires. Again, quote, signed an agreement to establish a collaboration framework with Nissan Manufacturing Company. The companies have agreed to terms whereby Nissan and Syntex will fund research and product development activities collaboratively at a newly developed joint research center in Kyoto, Japan, end quote. So yeah, a deal for SINT. We'll see where this one goes, but it is a deal and a collaboration with Nissan that they reached, and that's what's causing the gap up. Alright, but yeah, that's the deal with SINT. We'll see what happens. The next one I'm looking at is MGEN, which is a really solid gap up for this one as well, from 169 all the way to 223 for MGEN. See if I can find the news on this one as well. Alright, so MGEN announced positive data for their Cobomycin in adult T-cell leukemia and lymphoma patients with residual disease. So they posted positive data. And again, that positive data was relevant in adult T-cell leukemia and lymphoma patients that had residual diseases. So yeah, that's what's going down. Positive data, positive results for MGEN. Positive data that came out for it. It's a bio drug, and positive data came out for MGEN. It's gapping up from 169 to 225. And so this one's worth a watch as well. It should get interesting here, and we'll keep an eye on this one as well. What's up, Emmanuel? What's up, bro? Not really, dude. Yeah, I would change your browser, Netron. Yeah, bro. I would change your browser, bro. How do I all of a sudden turn... There we go. I'm trying to mess with my green screen if you can't tell, guys. Sorry. I think I got it working. Hey, nice chosen. What? Every live stream has a delay, you know. But you have to have a delay. And if you got somebody that's live streaming trade ideas without a delay, let me know, because, you know, I'll ruin that for everybody real quick. Question: I've been doing 500 small account simulations on futures for over a month and 70% green. When's a good time to move to a live account? I mean, I think you can move to a live account. I don't know. I'm not an investment professional, not liable if you lose your money. So I just want to preface what I'm about to say with that basic understanding, is that I am not liable for anything. This stream is pure entertainment value and purpose. But I don't think it's ever a bad thing to move to real money. The question with your transition to real money is how big of sizing are you going to take? Do I think you should jump to real money and start trying to trade like you did on your simulator with like 500, 1,000 shares? Probably not. I think you should jump to real money and buy like 100 shares. And then do that until you master those emotions, then move to 200 shares. And then do that until you master those emotions, then move to 300 shares. And I think you should scale up in that way because if you jump in using too big of size, no matter how much you try to closely emulate real money with paper money, it's never going to be the same, and you're always going to have a huge rush of emotions with real money. And so I would not try to trade the same sizing with that, if that makes sense. I would take it slow, trade small with real money, but get used to it because that's what it takes, really. But yeah, that's MGEN. We'll see what happens with that one. Like I said, we also have LLIT here gapping up. There is LLIT. LLIT, it's a bio stock, I'm pretty sure. I'm not seeing the catalyst for this. Yeah, I don't see any news for LLIT, but it's up some. Maybe it's a virus stock. That's possible. We got OPGN gapping up. That one's kind of boring. We got INO, and I know these are all virus stocks. So like INO, NNVC, and NVAX are all virus stocks, and they're up. So something must have came out about these. We also have QRVO here. QRVO gapping up some. This one was upgraded. Price target was raised by Raymond James from 98 to 135. They were also, like I said, they were upgraded as well. All right, so wait, this is QRVO. Sorry. All right, so QRVO is up after it posted positive third quarter EPS and sales results, and they also issued fourth quarter EPS and sales guidance that was above the analyst estimates. And so then positive earnings, positive revenue for QRVO, and again, they posted better than expected third quarter EPS and sales results, and also issued fourth quarter EPS and sales guidance that was better than expected, better than the analyst estimates for QRVO. And so good earnings, good sales for QRVO. We'll see what happens. It's gapping up to show it, and this one will be on my watch list as well. Like I said, I talked about INO here, specifically INO, and I said this is a virus stock. It is gapping up from 411 to 480s, but INO is up after they reported a collaboration with Beijing Advaccine Biotech to advance the IN04800 vaccine against new coronavirus in China. And so again, just to restate what is basically going down with INO is that they're collaborating with Beijing Advaccine Biotech to advance the INO4800 vaccine against new coronavirus in China. And that's what's going on with INO. We'll see what else we got today. Let me see. Some people talking about APT this morning. It's gapping up. Not anything really significant, but it's not a bad percentage gap up. Just the volume's a little bit light. But I do think it's worth a watch as well. We got MTH here. We got LCRX. We got NOW here gapping up from 312 to 334 for now. Price target was raised from 300 to 385 from BMO Capital, and they were also upgraded by a few other people as well. This has to be earnings, I'm assuming. All right, a ton of upgrades. Yeah, so yesterday and after hours, they posted fourth quarter adjusted EPS of 96 cents per share. So good earnings, good fourth quarter results for NOW here as well. And I think that's one to watch too, but that's what we're getting for NOW. We also have Microsoft, MSFT. Yeah, but that's not the way to do it. So I'll talk to you about it in a second. It's in you later. At least I'll talk to you my method. Maybe I'm wrong, and I think everybody has like their own way. and sorry, I'll talk. Maybe it's just my own way, and of course I could be wrong about this. And so let me finish the news, and then I got you, bro. Just give me a second. So I'm looking up Microsoft here. Again, you can see Microsoft ripping up as well. I'm guessing this is positive earnings. All right, so Microsoft price target raised. What else we got? Upgraded. Price target was raised. All right, so Microsoft put out positive revenue guidance for the third quarter. They also put out, they also did better than expected revenue and earnings that were right around expected. So they had good revenue, good earnings, and they also had good revenue guidance. So that's the deal with Microsoft. Positive results, positive earnings, positive revenue guidance. And we'll see what happens with this coming up. I'll go ahead and post this or quote this. And again, this is from MT Newswires for Microsoft specifically here. And it says, quote, Microsoft said late Wednesday it expects fiscal third quarter segment revenues of $11.5 billion to $11.7 billion for productivity and business processes, $11.85 billion to $12.05 billion for intelligent cloud, and $10.75 billion to $11.15 billion for more personal computing. For the fiscal year of 2020, the company expects operating expenses to grow 10% to 11% year over year. The software company on Wednesday reported fiscal second quarter net profit and revenue that was better than the street expectations. And so that's actually what's going on with Microsoft. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and go over the overall market news. I think that we do have some downward movement in the market. And I can go ahead. I do see an article here that might be able to kind of break us into what is going down in the market today. So one second. Let me find this. I just had it. All right, and this is from Dow Jones Newswires, specifically Patrick Sullivan, and he said, quote, in Dow Jones Newswires, he said, quote, U.S. stocks follow global market lower on fears that a severe outbreak of the coronavirus originating in central China may slow the global economy. At the same time, investors sift through a deluge of corporate earnings from industry bellwethers. Facebook is down 7.5% pre-market despite strong earnings as expenses eat into its margins. Microsoft shares are up in pre-market as its cloud unit drives results, and Tesla jumps 9.3% on positive results and sales outlook. A flight to safety lifts gold and treasury prices with the 10-year yield dropping to 1.56%, and the S&P futures are down 27 points. Yeah, you can see the SPY's down, gapping down from 326 to 324 roughly. And so, yeah, we have a few other areas that we can look at. But we also have ETF preview, and I can go ahead and read this as well. And again, this is quoting from MT Newswires, and it's and again, quote, stocks are pointing lower ahead of the opening bell as investors were driven from the stock market to safe haven assets like gold as worries over the impact of the coronavirus resurfaced. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell cited the new coronavirus as one of the new risks emerging despite diminishing trade headwinds, warnings of the virus' impact on the economy of China. He said he sees grounds for, quote, cautious optimism on the global economy, however. Manufacturing may have bottomed out, but there is no assurance of global rebound. And then again, just to go back into commodities, I know I went over it a little bit, but crude is down 2.4%. The U.S. oil fund is down 2%. Natural gas is down 1.5%, and the U.S. natural gas fund is down 1.6%. Gold is up 0.6%, and the Spider Gold Trust is up 0.2%, with silver being up 1.4% and iShares Silver Trust being up 1%. And so, yeah, that's the market today, guys. Like we said, Facebook is down after expenses rose, even though I think it said it had positive earnings, but expenses went up. And I guess I can go over this one as well because it's a pretty significant release in the market for Facebook. So, yeah, costs went up with Facebook, and that's basically what's going down with it. So, yeah, their costs are jumping up 34%, it says, to $12.2 billion in expenses. The full year surge of expenses is up 51%. As a result, Operating margin dropped by 400 basis points to 42% at the end of the fourth quarter, it says. It did post growth in earnings, though, that were better than the market expectations, but those cost worries are driving Facebook down. Yeah, that might be what's going down. Dude, I got a lot of people telling me my stream isn't loading. No, it's not a paid stream. It's free. I mean, everybody's here. Sorry if it's not working, guys. If it's not working, try refreshing. Alright. Sorry, somebody's asking me a question in Discord. I'm trying to help them. Hold on. It is working much better than yesterday when you were green screen challenged. Yeah, man. What's up, Digital? What's up, Joe? Okay, so yeah, so worries about the virus going down is what it could be. A lot of people talking about it. What's a WPM? All right. What's my words per minute? Am I typing? Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, digital. I'm a programmer too, bro. So, yeah, I type fast as hell, dude. But it's probably very, very quick. But yeah, like I said, I'm a programmer and coder. So yeah, I type fast. But I think most programmers do. Plus, I run the stream every morning, so I can practice a little bit more. All right. Yeah, so somebody's saying Italy's quarantining 7,000 on a cruise ship. The CDC hasn't given updates in 3 days and is conditioning the public for bad news. Joe Monroe thinks China shut down many factories for 2 weeks. Yeah, we'll see. It's an interesting thing to watch, and it's a little bit scary, honestly. But yeah, that crack, man. That coffee, bro. In 2009 outbreak, Royal Caribbean went down to 460. Personally, I'm out of most stocks except Virus Play. Yeah, I mean, I don't hold anything long term. If you guys know me, I'm not a fundamental investor by any means. It's just not what I do. You know, I just don't like investing. Mitch is asking, are zombies coming? And that's plausible. I mean, it could happen. Yeah, I mean, viruses are necessary. Let me look it up and see how many virus outbreaks we've had. Alright, I'm going to look at the New York Times. Alright, and so here's what the New York Times knows. What? The New York Times isn't going to let me look here unless I have a subscription? Dude, we are on the internet, bro. Are you seriously trying to make me subscribe to your internet newspaper? Get out of here, dude. Boomers, man. Alright. Viruses give us life. Of course, man. You know. Fight for the rights of the coronavirus. That's right, man. You know. Alright. CNBC will help me out here. Since New York Times is trying to make me pay just to read an article. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and read this. And this is from CNBC. And it says, quote, Costa Cruises is holding 6,000 passengers on board one of the Costa Smeralda near Italy after a Chinese woman came down with a fever, raising concerns that she may have the virus. With a fever, though? Like, fevers are super broad, man. They could be anything. Like, it doesn't mean it's the coronavirus if she has a fever. It says, quote, the health authority has been immediately notified and is now on board to conduct all pertinent measures. The company said it is our utmost priority to ensure the health and safety of passengers and crew. Man, if I was on that cruise ship and they were holding me on that cruise ship, I would just lock myself in my room, you know. All right, and so in China there is close to 8,000 cases of the coronavirus and 170 deaths, which, you know. And here's the thing to understand about the coronavirus, guys. Here's the thing to understand about it. Is that, yes, that death rate might seem kind of high. It's not ridiculously high. And again, out of 8,000 cases, what are we, like 170 deaths? That's not that high. And the people that are dying are people with compromised immune systems, generally older people. Those are the ones that are really not in good shape over this virus. The other thing is that you have to take into account the people that might have caught it but didn't go get help, didn't seek medical attention, because the virus is not that serious. And I know I rarely go to the doctor if I get sick. Most of the time I just stay home. And so you have to take into account the people that may have gotten the virus, but just nobody really knows that they got it because they didn't really need help. They never went to the doctor. They just kind of sat at home and let it run its course. And you do have to take those people into account as well. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so, JP. That's plausible too. But all I'm saying though is that would be a scary thing if they basically just held me on a cruise ship with thousands of other people, man. That would be kind of scary. You know? Whoa. That'd be a little bit scary. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. If I had kids, like I said, kids will determine everything, man. If you got kids, that's a scary situation to put my kids in. I would be locking my kids in that room, and we would just hang out and watch movies for however long it took until they let me off the ship. That's what I'm saying. Kids is a different story, you know. Everything you are saying about the virus is false. I know, Joe. Listen, I know you're super biased towards this is a horrible, horrible thing going down and that the media is lying. I get it. You're super biased. I'm just reading the news, man. That's literally all I'm doing is reading the news. And so you could say I'm false. It's more so if you believe I'm wrong, it's more so CNBC is wrong. And which is a plausible, you know, question. Like I said, but you're obviously very biased in the coronavirus being a very dangerous thing, and it probably is, but is it as bad as people are making it out to be? We'll see. I'm waiting to hear sources from it. What's up, Jonathan? What's up, bro? By the fear. We're watching today. UV and light, ozone destroys viruses. Yeah, probably. Honestly, I've actually thought about getting like one of those. You ever seen those? It's like those sun lamps, because it's like I'm at my computer so much because, like I said, I'm a programmer and I run this YouTube channel, and so I'm just you know, I'll be working on like React or something, and I'll just spend hours and hours at my desk all day. I'll stream and then I'll work on like a React project, and I'll just spend hours and hours here, and I won't get any sunlight. My wife's like yelling at me to get sun. I almost bought one of those heat lamps, those sun lamps, so I could get some sunlight. They say I'll feel better too. Right, exactly, man. That's plausible. Right, as a parent, Jonathan, the flu scares the hell out of me. The flu scares the hell out of me. My son's caught the flu once, and he didn't even care about it. Like, my son had flu type A, and he just went around his day, running around, hanging out. He was positive for the flu, and just chilled, man. He was just chilling with the flu, you know. I get the flu, I'm just out of it for like a week, man. You know, I feel like I got hit by a train. Oh, wait, let me get Mitch in here. My bad. Let me turn the music down. Alright. Yo, what's up, Mitch? You there?
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo. What's up, man?
What's up? What's up?
Dude, coronavirus fears, man. Everybody's scared. It's zombies, bro. It's a zombie attack, man. Everybody's freaking out.
People don't believe me.
Hey, it could be zombies, dude. I don't know if anybody's ever seen 28 Days Later, but this is kind of like the beginning, man. This is kind of like the beginning, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. I'm saying, Dawn of the Dead, 28 Days Later. This is like the intro. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's my top zombie movie right there.
Yeah, it's great. I love that movie, man. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Anybody ever really? I think it's the intro to 28 Weeks Later. This is it. This is it.
Well, I put out that map from the CDC on our chat.
Yeah,
it's starting to spread.
Yeah,
it's starting to spread. China's saying they're containing it. I don't see that happening.
Yeah. This is the map, guys. Look at this. This is what Mitch sent me this morning. This is the map, the heat map from the virus. So kind of scary, man. Kind of scary.
Yeah, the latest confirmed one in Japan kind of creeps me out because supposedly this person just flew out and just went straight to Japan. It's like, come on, yo.
Dude, like, have some common sense, man. Like, it's their fault.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys. I think I was thinking about traveling in February. I don't know. I think I'm staying home.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, I'm supposed to travel next month too, and I've spent so much I can't cancel it. Like, we have to travel, but my wife and I are talking about driving.
Yeah, hopefully, at least, I've been seeing a lot of companies start giving free refunds, cancel a lot of events. Even in the U.S., cruises are going crazy. Yeah. They're canceling cruises like no tomorrow.
I ain't getting on a cruise ship.
I got a report from South Florida Business Journal, and not a lot of people are talking about this, but cruise stocks fall as the Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and Norwegian cancel trips.
Yeah, dude. I don't want to get on a cruise ship, man. That's the last thing I want is to be locked on a big boat with thousands of people.
What I also don't like is that we're starting to do this thing where it said that some cruise lines had gone so far as to put restrictions on who can board their ship.
Yeah.
That can start getting a little loose. Because what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna restrict Asian people?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's very, very on a fine line. Let's just say that.
Yeah, for sure. It's a scary thing, man. Especially if you have kids, man. It's a scary thing, dude. And because my kids are ones that have lowered immune systems because they're kids. Really, the kids have good immune systems. But as a parent, I'm freaked out by it.
Yeah. So with that, one that I'll be watching to kind of short today will be NCLH. I do think Carnival has already been really hit. I think this one still hasn't gotten the big hit. I'm going to be looking for it to get hit today.
Yeah, for sure.
That's NCLH, Norwegian Cruise Line.
Yeah, we've had a yeah, I got it up right now. We've had a lot of people in the stream. We've had a whole list of different people in the stream. We had somebody that was advocating for the lives of viruses, coronavirus lives matter. We also had Joe getting mad at me for reading the news, so we got a little bit of everybody here today, but yeah, Joe, like I'm saying, listen, I'm not saying whether the news I'm reading is right or wrong. I'm just reading the news, man. I'm just reading the news. You can't get mad at me for reading what the CDC says. I'm not saying it's true or not. I'm just saying that's what the CDC says, man. You gotta calm down, be a little less emotional about everything, brother. And we'll figure it out,
Well, I mean, just think about how quickly this can change, guys. There's 92 cases that are pending right now in the United States.
Yep.
That could quickly change, man. And, you can go from being 92 and only 5 positive in the United States to next thing you know, we have 30 or 40 positive in the United States. That happens.
Honestly, I'm keeping my kids home, bro.
And the fear starts coming, bro. The fear starts coming.
Yeah. Honestly,
You know?
my kids are home this week, man. We didn't send my kids to school this week because we're going out of town, and so we're getting my kids to do their schoolwork. Like I said, my wife is a big germaphobe, bro. My wife is like a huge germaphobe. She takes like 5 showers a day, you know. She like hates germs, scared of germs, and so,
Yeah.
you know.
I think that's going to start happening too is that some people are going to start overreacting with it, and it goes both ways. You know,
Right.
you don't want to underreact, you don't want to overreact. So I think
Right.
what it creates is just the number one thing I think the market did not want to see right now, and that's uncertainty.
Yep, exactly. That's where the market's down.
It's not necessarily that it thinks the corona is going zombie. It's just the classic investment word of uncertainty.
Every investor hates that word, man. Yeah, they would rather terrible earnings, or they would rather terrible news than uncertain news.
Uncertain
Uncertain
news.
future news. That's the worst thing any investor ever wants to hear.
Yeah, because what ends up happening is we have to take a theory. We don't know.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, look, my man Ray Ray's in the chat. What's up, bro? Yeah, like I said, I don't want to as like what I would consider Mitch and I are somewhat of a media presence in the trading world. We got to be responsible. We can't say it's zombie apocalypse. We're just joking when we say that. But we also can't act like it's something light either. So Mitch and I have to find a fine line of where we're not like pushing too much fear, but we're also being real about everything. And so it's like, we do what we can.
Yeah, but what I see it really as it's an opportunity for stocks to pull back at better evaluations.
Yeah, for sure. We had a few Facebook pulling back some, and Facebook had good earnings. They just increased their cost. But what is increasing your cost shows that they're working on stuff, and so we'll see what happens with Facebook. I don't know. Facebook is one of those ones where it's difficult to tell because it's a social media company, right? And social media is never super stable. It's just not.
It has ups and downs,
Right.
swings, and different innovations that can happen. I think also Facebook has so many business segments,
Yeah.
like so many places where it takes money.
Instagram.
It's kind of hard to even, follow everything.
Right. 100%. Yeah, and it's tough, it's tough.
Yeah, analysts get Facebook wrong all the time.
Right. Well, it's a social media, and there's always a new social media that can take over and just run it. And so unless Facebook buys it out like Instagram, and Instagram is kind of killing Facebook to be blunt with it. Unless Facebook buys it out like they did Instagram, the next social media can just take them over. And that's the thing with social media is that you never really know when the next big dog social media site is going to come around.
All right, guys, let's get into some news today. We got the Feds maintaining interest rates yesterday. Really, the current state of monetary policy, they said, is appropriate to support the sustained expansion of economic activity, strong labor market conditions, and the inflation, returning the committee to the symmetric 2% objective. The rates, they added 145,000 jobs in December, missing the target of 160. And really what we saw is that the wage growth was at 2.9%, and the unemployment rate remained unchanged at 3.5%, which is actually the lowest level in 50 years. So all 10, I think this is important too, is that a lot of times it's not unanimous. Maybe there's like one or two that don't vote for it, but all 10 members voted unanimously to maintain the current rates. I think that's very important. And then the Feds started stating that it isn't comfortable with inflation running persistently below the objective, and the underscore that 2% isn't a ceiling. So that means that a lot of the times what you're going to see is you're going to see the positive impacts from those 3 interest rates that we had last year. Those have already been impacted in the market. I think that's what really drove the market back. That with good tariff news is what really brought back the market overall. So the feds won't start factoring, anything really in until they see real bad economic damage, or unless companies start talking about how the coronavirus is really destroying their earnings. Another thing that might be next is you can see that the feds have continued, and they said that they're going to continue to buy up the treasury bills. So that's really important. If you look at the TLT real quick, TLT guys, TLT is the treasury bonds, and if you look at this on a daily and weekly, they said that they started buying up those bonds kind of in the October time, and you've been seeing the TLT break out. The TLT is definitely breaking out. I think they're going to continue buying this up, and even other countries can come in and start buying up bonds because it's so cheap relative to the kind of bonds that are elsewhere in the world right now. I think one thing you got to really remember is that with interest rates still being negative in Europe and Japan, the US rates are still considerably higher than the rates among the developed nations. So what ends up happening is that other nations, they come in and they try to buy our bonds for the yield itself. And what that does is it causes the demand of bonds to help push the US yields lower, and the bonds are being bought up by the United States. So pretty much everyone else comes and buys up our bonds, making our yield go down, but then the United States is turning around and just buying that up, trying to kind of get their own insurance in there. So I think this is very important to watch with the feds. This was a lot of information from Benzinga. So it's really interesting when you look at the feds. We'll see how they continue. I think they're at the point where they're at a hold point, and they're going to see what happens in the market.
Yep. All right,
guys. Before we get into the trading day, let's get into Tesla right now, because I'm sure that's what everyone wants to talk about.
Yeah, we went over it a little bit earlier, man, but they just blew everybody away. Good earnings, good revenue, good forecast.
I said it yesterday. Yesterday during stream, we were watching that. I said, look for that potential breakout through the 70s up there to the 80s.
Yep.
And that's what you got. That breakout towards the 80s, towards the high. It pulled back, and then earnings came in and took care of the rest.
Yes, sir. All right, guys.
Short squeezes.
You broke up a little bit.
That short squeezes.
Yeah, man.
All right, guys. There's plenty of stocks to trade today. You can trade Biogen. You can trade UPS, Verizon. Some that I like. Las Vegas, LVS, Las Vegas Sands, LVS. There's a ton of stocks like that. And UPS released a lot of good news in their multiple products and services that they're launching. I thought one of the cool parts was they disclosed that their commercial drone subsidy, Flight Forward, will begin service next month in the University of California.
Yep. All right. So, we got 15 seconds, guys. I did make a little bit of money yesterday. As you can see, I didn't have one losing trade, 4 winning trades. And this goes back to how this week has been. But market's opening up in 2 seconds, guys, so good luck. All right, there's the bell. Why don't you like Tesla, Andy? F Tesla. How dare you, bro? You don't like Elon? Like I said, I think I talked about it earlier, which is that Tesla is very smart, and Elon is very smart, because Tesla has hijacked our pop culture. 2 years ago, if you saw a Tesla driving down the street, you'd be like, what is that? I don't know what that is. Nowadays, what happens? You see a Tesla, you point at your spouse, and you say, look, a Tesla. That's a cool car. And he's done that in a very calculated way by being on Joe Rogan and hitting the blunt. You know what I mean? And doing all this different stuff, he's done it in a very calculated way to where you damn sure know who Elon Musk is. And when you see one driving down the street, you're like, hey, look, a Tesla, and you damn sure know what that is too. And so I think he did a very smart thing, and I think that can only be good for the longevity of Tesla overall. Alright guys, we got Now dropping a little bit, we got AMD spiking up some, we got CGC. On the scanners list, we got MYOS, which is moving a little bit, SMLP popping up a little bit here. Like I said, I'm holding put options on NVAX, and it's right at my strike price now. We got Microsoft pulling back a little bit. Also, guys, like I said in the thumbnail, I will be scaling up in size today, so I'm going to be trading with 300 plus shares today. And so I have to trade with at least 300 to 500 shares today, and that's what I'm doing. So we'll see how it goes. That's right, Douglas. Let's do this, man.
Just missed a fade on Starbucks. I really wanted the 45s, but it showed me 50 for a second there, and I hesitated. And slight hesitation will cost you right there. That would have been a nice 30-40 cent winner right out the gates there. That'll hurt you. No hesitation needed there. Definitely not what we need to do to start the day.
All right, so I'm looking at AMD. AMD pushed up and might hold a little bit of support here. Let me see what the spot is.
To go for LK because I went for a Starbucks because of LK. So I'll have to go for LK. It's a little bit more volatile. That's why I don't like LK as much. Rather trade Starbucks, but I already missed a fade on it. CRWD coming down a significant amount. LK just flipped. Just got tanked on. It might not come to VWAP. Ooh, look at that drop in Starbucks that I missed. Good lord.
Alright, I'm looking at AMAT. AMAT might pull back to the VWAP. That one might get interesting. Tesla is down some, but it could pull back as well. We got NVAX, which I'm still looking for that one to drop. We'll see if it does pull back some. The sell-off might start, man, but it's running up huge. Thinkorswim wanting slow? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, right, Young. Everybody does that, man. Hey, look, a Tesla. Look, I want one of those. Or I'll tell my wife, I'm going to get one of those one day. I tell my daughter that. I'm like, Maddie, I'm going to buy one of those one day. Alright, there's AMAT. AMAT might pull back some. NVAX is dropping us down to 690s. That looks good. QRVO is dropping some as well. Look at AMD though, man. That one just ripped up. It's too high for me to even really want to trade it now though, unfortunately. Alright, so yeah, so the SPY, let me see. TD Ameritrade's lagging for you too. I haven't seen mine lag, but I haven't taken any trades yet to really tell though. SPY is up some, so the SPY's running up, guys. Check out that, and I think that's what's causing AMD to move up. Somebody even talked about it yesterday, which is like AMD follows the SPY a lot, and that's very true. It does. Look at QRVO giving some of this back, but the market's ripping back up here, guys. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping my virus stock NVAX just continues to tank here, but we'll see. Microsoft is down a little bit as well. Oh no, 1, 2, 3. AMAT pulling back. It's at 6160s. Hey, appreciate the sub, Amar. Welcome to the team, bro. Thank you for the subscribe, brother. Like I said, guys, be like Amar. Hit that subscribe button. We day trade live on stream every weekday morning right here on YouTube for free. We are not experts or gurus, but we just day trade the open live. You can watch us do it, see what it's like, hang out with some good dudes, and listen to some good music. And we hope you'll... Hey, of course, it's Insulator. QRVO's pulling back some. I'm still watching AMD, and Microsoft is right there at the VWAP testing it. We'll see if that moves. That's what I'm watching some as well. Sell-off starts on Tesla. We'll see, man. I can hear keyboard voice. We'll see, man. AMD's ripping up because the market's up, though. The market's up huge, and AMD kind of follows the overall market. Yeah. I don't know. Be careful, Hero, man. It could be. It could be, brother. NVAX is dropping, which is good. Like I said, I'm holding a put option on NVAX. It's a $7 strike price. How does it go down, man? It doesn't make any sense. It's down 8%? How? It's a put option. How is it down? How is it worth less if the price of the stock drops, man? I hate options. Yeah, 28 days later, native, you know. Microsoft is looking like a good fade, and I'm kind of bummed out I haven't taken it yet. We'll see. Yeah, everybody's talking about the coronavirus. What's up, William? Yeah, for sure, Jonathan. I'd be kind of scared, man. It's a scary thing, dude. Especially if you have kids, man. That coronavirus is scary.
Long LK.
Yeah, it looks good, bro. AMAT dropping below the lows here as well. We'll see how far NVAX can drop too. But the SPY's pulling back a little bit, but I think it's a measured pullback, and that pre-market level at 325 might hold as support too. Yeah, that's kind of how it goes, dude. You know, my daughter was mad she didn't have braces when my wife had to get them for like 6 months. My daughter was mad at my wife for having braces, so I get it. It's kind of how it goes with kids, dude.
Should have took profit into that first pop, but I'm not focused, so just trying to do my best. Just sold 200, gonna hold the rest break even. Sold a little more there. Might come below my number. Then I might have to sell out if it hits the bottom.
Yeah, I'm completely clueless, Jonathan, on options, brother. Both of you guys are the greatest and don't even know it. Of course, man. You're wrong about one thing. Of course I know I'm the greatest, man. You know? I'm the GOAT, you know? When a small stock rips, they bring up the price of the put option, knowing many would buy them. Then as the price goes down, the option value decreases, so you would have to drop below your strike price. Yeah, but I'm already well below my strike price. Oh, no, I'm not. Not anymore. But it's alright. It doesn't expire for like 3 weeks. And so, like, I'm good. You know, I still got a lot of time to, like, do it. I know, Carol backed out, dude. Carol backed out on me. Ray. I know, man. I'm bummed out, too. Carol said she was going to be here today, and then she just straight up backed out. Honestly, what it is that my son woke her up like 5 times last night, and so she didn't get any sleep, is really what went down. But, yeah, she'll be here tomorrow. At least she's promised me she'll be here tomorrow, you know? Microsoft kind of pulling what we call a fake out fade. We'll see. Yeah, it's a solid bet, man. It's right around my strike price now, and I have 3 weeks for it to drop lower. And so I think I'll be okay. Hopefully the virus, hopefully I probably have the most selfish reason for hoping the virus doesn't spread that quickly. Is that my little cheap put option will do well. But we'll see. You know, I have a lot of time. Delta is how much your option will increase every dollar the stock moves. Let's see. So the delta on this stock is 0.40. So with every dollar it drops, I make $40, is what you're saying. Is that right? It's 0.4080. It's negative 0.4080. So every dollar the stock drops down, I make 40 cents, which would be $40 in my option term. Is that correct? Am I calculating that right? Because that makes a whole lot of sense, if that's right. It makes a whole lot of sense if that's how it is. And it sounds plausible. Yeah, she backed out, Jonathan. She backed out on me, bro. Microsoft pulling a little bit of a fake out fade there. We'll see what happens.
Just got out. Okay, just flipped.
Someone asked if John has ever been to India. Indiana is the closest he ever been. Yeah, that's actually correct. Never been to India. So yeah, never been. But yeah, that's accurate. Indiana is the closest I've ever been, you know, to India. Nah, it was still a good trade, bro. Solid trade, man. Microsoft is bouncing up there. I could risk off of that 173 level, but I think I just gotta wait. Hold on, let me see something. Alright, so hey, that is right. That makes a lot of sense, Young. That makes a ton more sense, man. I should have known that, dude. I should have known that, man. That makes way more sense, bro. Way more sense, dude. Now I kind of understand it. That's the only thing I really need to know is that. I'm still not making money in the trade, but that's what I need to understand then, because that makes way more sense, dude. Way more sense. Let's see what we got. Today's the 30th, right? Yep. There it is. What else we got today, team? Alright, so wait, I got a question. It's in you later. And listen, I'm not doubting what you're saying. It's in you later, but I'll read you this, okay? So earlier today you said, hey, I've been doing a $500 small account simulator on futures for over a month and 70% green. When's a good time to move to a live account? And so you're telling me that within the span of you asking that, you were able to deposit money into your account and then make $3,100 in real profit within less than an hour? I'm not saying it's wrong. You're lying. I'm just saying explain that to me, brother. That's the only thing I'm curious about, because this morning you were asking me, insinuating that you hadn't even like set up a live account yet, that you were still on paper. So just, you know, I'm not saying you're lying. Just help me out with that, brother. Yeah, I don't know any of that stuff, man. That all sounds like crazy vitamins to me, Young. That sounds like crazy vitamins. And like I said, I don't know futures insulators, so like I said, maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about. That's plausible as well. SPY pulling back, though. It's at 325.40s. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like I said, I don't know anything about futures, brother. So maybe, you know, like I said, I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm just curious about that, because like I said, I remember answering you that question, and I also didn't realize it was futures earlier. So good luck, brother. I hope you do really well, man. Yeah, like I said, I'm not doubting him, man. I hope he's killing it, bro. I hope he's killing it, man. You know. Yeah, hey, I hope you kill it, man. That's what I say. Good luck, brother. You got this, man. Look at AMAT dropping, hitting those lows. Microsoft did fade again there. SPY's still pulling back some, but NVAX did drop nicely, too. Oh, you guys, I said I would find some new music, so we could try to listen to some new music while we're out here, too. Let's try to find some. I wouldn't mind having some guitar music, right? I can feel this. Yeah, you're good. You want to post a screenshot, bro? I got you. Here's the link. Here's our Discord link, bro, if you really want to. You can post it in Discord. But like I said, listen, you don't have anything to prove, bro. I'm just saying, you know, that was my only question. You know what I mean? Because like I said, you got to understand it from my perspective. That it's like, dude, we get people here all the time that are like, yeah, I made 500,000. Look at me. And a lot of times they're kind of getting ready to try to sell their own course, or they want me to promote their content. And so I'm not saying you're doing that. I actually don't think you're doing that, because you're in futures and it's just a different niche. So I really don't think you're actually doing that. But I think my brain is just kind of programmed to kind of spot that and be like, hey, what's up with this? But yeah, no stress, brother. Hey, Vinny, nice work, brother. Hey, nice work, man. Honestly, the people were complaining about me earlier, William, so I'm glad to hear you like my playlist, brother. I'm just going to put on a little bit of guitar, some soothing music. I like this. I might add this to my playlist, because this is like calming music. I'm adding it. There we go. Hey, what's up, Justin? What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well, man. Long time no see, dude. Hope you're killing it in the market, my bro. There's Microsoft fading. Jim Cramer looks strung out today. Jim Cramer looks strung out today. Looks like he's been doing bumps all morning. Hey, that's a plausible scenario, too. I don't know if anybody... almost certainly that dude's on blow. But, you know, I'm not mad at him.
Alright guys, gonna see if AMD doesn't break down here through the 87s. If it comes back around, we could long it, but the other ones are showing weakness, so you gotta make sure that it catches the bottom here.
Alright, I gotta find some music that doesn't, I'm gonna look for dreamy hip-hop is what I think the best thing to do is. Bahama Breeze. I like the birds. I like acoustic. Austin, yeah, man. Yeah, man, haven't had much time to trade lately, but the last week or so I've been doing pretty well. Hey, nice, man. Hey, good to hear from you, Justin. Hope you're doing well, man. Justin's a super OG. We're gonna get some voting in for some new music to the playlist. What do you guys think about this one? I don't know if I'm feeling that one. Hey, I've been good, man. I've been good, man. Channel growing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hey, dude. Hey, Jonathan. We were all young at one point, brother. That's all I'm gonna say. We were all young at one point. You know? Hey, John, you ever think about doing a guest trader segment so the guys who claim to be great traders can trade with you for an hour or so on stream? Yeah, if they want to come out to my house, yeah, sure, man. I like the beat drop on this song. I might add this one. I like it. I'm gonna add this one. News is saying the SARS outbreak was way worse. Hey, watch it, man. Joe's gonna come on here and start yelling at us. I'm just joking, man. We love you, Joe. We love having you here, bro. JB says, can you play the music the other YouTube channels play 24/7? What? That's a little bit too vague of a statement, bro. Hey, appreciate the sub, Lay. Hey, guys, remember, hit that subscribe button just like Lay. Hit that subscribe button. We day trade on stream right here on YouTube every weekday morning. We are not experts or gurus. We just teach people what we do, what works for us. And if it doesn't work, that's okay, too. We teach people what doesn't work for us as well. So hit that subscribe button, click the bell, hit that subscribe button, guys. And if you click the bell next to it, it'll give you an alert every single time we go live, which is every weekday morning on YouTube. So hit the sub button, click the bell, hit that like button. We got 40 likes in here. I would really love to bring that number up to, say, 100 plus, like we've been getting every day. Jonathan Ryan, SARS infected less than the coronavirus and killed fewer in a longer amount of time. Honestly, I don't know enough about it to say yes or no. Hey, man, Jonathan says I'm not going to be in Texas anytime soon, but I'm going to be in Colorado in May. Hey, bro, let's you, me, and Mitch meet up. You know, that'll be fun. Where do these diseases come from? Yeah, so a lot of times, Young, these illnesses actually come from open animal markets where they have live animals. And it's like open marketplace and open butcher marketplaces. Like that's a lot of the time where the viruses stem from, because you know you have live animals in like an open market, and flies can land on one animal and then go to the other animal, and then that can cause these illnesses to spring up and these viruses to spring up, right? And that's really what they're caused from. And those type of marketplaces are just more prevalent in like China and places like that. And so that's what it is. And the way to stop it is just to kind of, like I say, get rid of some of those marketplaces, make them a little bit less common, you know, maybe have a little bit more rules and restrictions with those type of marketplaces, because that's really why it springs up. Netflix actually has a really good documentary on why these things happen. Born Divine, try unchecking implement range. Try unchecking implement range, or if you have a stop order, canceling your stop order.
All right, 3 setups out there: ATVI, VWAP bounce, LB, VWAP bounce, AMD looking for it to hold 81s, come back above VWAP.
What about you, Netron? You're the most OG guy in here, dude. You know. Let me know if y'all come out to Colorado. I'll show you around. Hey, Mitch is in Colorado, bro. Netron, you in Colorado too? We could do a Colorado meetup, man. You know, Mitch and I have been working together for like years. We still have never met face to face. Not once. Mitch and I have never shaken hands before. But he's my business partner now. You ever thought about expanding beginner trading to more people? I mean, what do you mean by that? You know, I could hire some people. You know, we don't really need more people at this point. Like we can have like, you know, people can work for us if they want. But you know, not until we get a little bit bigger, I don't think, Austin. You know. Tesla testing the high of the day. Just be careful. And insulator. Yeah, honestly, I don't trade futures, bro. This looks like rocket science to me, man. Gross realized. Hey, so you made some. Yeah, I've been there, Born. It's happened to me a million times, brother. It's happened to me a million times. Ray as an intern for life? You know? Maybe, man. Spy did a really nice VWAP bounce right there. Honestly, I love some calamari, man. I know it's not octopus, but I love calamari. Yeah, that might be the best thing. It's so good work, man. Nothing wrong with just taking a step back and walking away after you bag some money, brother. I'm vegetarian. I'm not. Caught the MU fade. Yeah, Tesla is testing highs of the day. Man, look at the market though. The market's ripping back up some. Looks like it's rebounding some from this. Kron ripping up. CGC bouncing. Hey, see you, Justin. Have a good day, brother. Hey, happy you stopped by, brother. Good luck, Justin. You got this, man. Yeah, we're all omnivores, you know. Microsoft kind of pulling back some. It's already faded twice, though, really nicely. But it does have a double top right around 173.50 or so. And so that looks like an interesting level for Microsoft as well. QRVO just got hammered down here. And then, let me see what else we got. Yeah. I'm done for the day. 2 small green trades put me over my initial deposit. Don't want to go back under. Have a good day. Hey, have a good day, Vinny. Congrats, man. Congrats, brother. You know, the common saying in trading is that if you can break even, especially on some of these small accounts where commissions play a factor, if you can break even, you could profit. You know, so if anybody's ever doesn't have the motivation to continue and you're breaking even, just listen. If you can break even, you're on your way to being profitable. You know, you just got to keep at it. Sometimes, Jonathan. Of course, not always.
Looking at AMD, guys, I already missed a bounce there. I would have liked a 90 entry or an 80 entry. When I got this wick, I was almost going to get in at 46.88, but hesitated there a little bit, wanted to see the hold, and then it wicked up really quickly to 96. So there, at that point, it was 16-cent risk. I didn't feel like doing the 16-cent risk. Looked to hold back for a 10-cent risk. It's been ripping out since then. This one could continue going. If it pulls back, I could try to get it at 90s, 91s. But we'll see if it pulls back here.
We got QRVO that's kind of coming back to 115. That one might be interesting. What else we got? Yeah, SPY's ripping up. Got rejected at those highs, though. I'm break even this week. How's the Dragon doing? Dragon's breaking highs, man. It got up to 650. Pulling back now, though, but has been breaking highs. Mamba mentality. Yes, sir, man. Rest in peace. SPY breaking down. SPY's pulling back. It's breaking highs. SPY pulled a really nice VWAP bounce.
AMD's looking to come back to support here. SPY's just broke down.
CGC had a really nice bounce today too.
Might just get out of here with that win. Extremely tired. Didn't get much sleep. So.
Roku pulling back to the VWAP a little bit, kind of trending with the SPY though. I like this song. I'm gonna add this song to my list too. South Korea confirmed 2 more cases of the virus. Alright. Sorry guys, my son's having a breakdown. You know, his Switch died. It's the end of the world, apparently. What's up, Levi? Alright, so yeah, SPY's pulling back. I think that low right around 325 is the most interesting level right now for the overall market in the SPY. Just because that is that's the previous low, which was also right around where that previous VWAP bounce was, and it's also a major level in pre-market. If you look at pre-market, you can see it put in a quadruple top right around that 325.15, 325.10 level. And so I think that, considering it's the whole dollar, it's also right around the VWAP, and it's also the previous low. I think that level will be a really big level in the overall market. Again, right around 325.15, 325 or so. And that's a level that I'm specifically watching. Just to show you guys, this is the level I'm talking about right here. This level right here, you know, so 325. I think that's a very interesting level. You know, you can see it did confirm that level multiple times in pre-market. It came back down and touched that level before, and it's also the low of this move, and as well as where the VWAP is. And so I think this 325.15 level down to 325 is a really interesting support level to watch to see if the market holds there or not. I think that's the best thing to really keep an eye on. Shout out to all our new subs today, and remember guys, hit that subscribe button. Mitch and I day trade live right here on YouTube for free every weekday morning. And so if you want to continue to watch us day trade, see how it goes, my wife should hopefully be here tomorrow. At least that's what she promised me. She was supposed to be here today, but she backed out. But yeah, she should be here tomorrow, guys. And so if you want to see my wife day trade, if you want to join us, talk to my wife as well, Carol, hit that subscribe button, click the bell. Again, if you click the bell, you'll get a notification every time we go live. How many likes? We also have 51 likes. Let's bring that number up to 100. We're halfway there. We got this. But yeah, again, look at that 325.15 level. That's the most interesting level here. So let's see, it's testing it now. And again, we'll watch to see what happens. Down to this right here, I think is a good level. See if it holds any of these. I mean, if I'm going to use anybody else's music, Jonathan, it's got to be something where it's like I actually have you sign a formal contract allowing me to use your music on my streams. That's the only way I'm ever willing to use anybody else's music, just for protection reasons. You know, I know you're not like that, but you know, we got a lot of people that just they want us to fail for whatever reason. You know, we make them insecure, and so they want our channel to fail. And so with that, I gotta just be very careful with that. Shout out to Higher Pockets. Thank you for the subscribe, brother. Thank you, man. We appreciate the sub, brother. We do have NVAX breaking down, which is good. Like I said, guys, I'll be trading with 300 to 500 shares plus today, and it's just about to hit that time of the day where it's the most favorable for me and my trading. And so stick around. Don't leave. I'm still going to trade. I'm just waiting for my ideal time to trade. And again, I'm going to be scaling up a little bit in size. My account is at a little bit under $1,800 in profit. And so we're going to be working with that today. And yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I'm getting sleepy over here. There's not much I'm seeing. Might just call it a day.
Yeah, no stress, brother.
Everything kind of slowed down. I don't even see anything moving fast.
Yeah, it's a little dull. I'm just really I'm keeping an eye on my options until the SPY does anything. Like if we look at where the SPY just bounced, it bounced right around that same level that I talked about, and so that's what I'm watching now. Let's just see what the SPY does. CGC's kind of at the VWAP, but it's already faded 3 times. I don't trust it as much anymore. Also, guys, we'll see what Roku does here. It kind of looks like a rebound bounce, and so I'm also looking at Roku. But if I trade Roku, it's not going to be with 500 shares just because the range is huge. You know, it's a big range. I'm not going to attack that with 500 shares. It's a little bit too much, but this is the strategy I like. And, you know, I could just risk off of this 128.75 level, so my risk is about 50 cents or so. But that's what I'm watching too. We'll see what the SPY does here. I think that's going to influence it a lot. Hey, well, let's talk about it, Jonathan. Yeah, man, like I said, the biggest thing is I would need some type of disclaimer or some type of like written contract stating that you would allow me to use the music, you know. Scalped MU, nice, Steve. All right, but now that we're at right around that time, if anybody wants to use the same platform as us, and this is the sellout part of our stream, but if anybody wants to use the same platform as us, TradeNet does have a sale. I believe it's still running where you can get it for $375, and I think the reasons for that are incredibly obvious, where it's like you can actually day trade short stocks with no PDT rule. And I think that if you're a new trader and you're looking at what your options actually are as a new trader, yeah, it's still $375. But if you're looking at what your options actually are for a new trader, what are your options, guys? If you're a new trader and you're looking to get involved in the market, you could save up thousands, deposit thousands into a conventional platform. Most of the time, as a new trader, you're going to lose your first account. That's just kind of how it goes. It's the market tuition you got to pay when you're first getting started and first learning. But again, most of the time, as a new trader, you're almost certainly going to lose your first account. And what happens a lot of the time for new traders is that they end up saving up thousands and thousands of dollars and depositing it into a discount platform. Maybe they deposit it into Thinkorswim. If they do use Thinkorswim or TD Ameritrade or E-Trade or Robinhood or whomever, they're not going to be able to actively day trade more than 3 times a week because they're restricted by the PDT rule. And again, most of the time, they're going to lose their first account anyway. And so a new trader is going to save up and then be down thousands of dollars after that. I don't care what a guru or anybody tells you, most new traders are going to lose, right? And so what can you do as a new trader? You can actually save up, and the TradeNet route makes a lot more sense because the TradeNet package, the base package, it is $375, and it allows you to day trade with no PDT rule. You can actually short stocks, again, for less than $400. And technically, it's an educational package, and so it comes with a course, a demo account, chat room access. But again, you get to contract and basically become an independent contractor for them as well, and they let you trade their account, and that's how they get around it. And so it operates like a prop firm. They give you $14,000 in buying power to trade with once you do contract with them, and they allow you to trade a ton of buying power. And the big thing here is you can actually short stocks. New traders most of the time are solely reserved to going long. They can only go long because you need a margin account to short on conventional platforms. And so new traders can't short. They need way more money. They usually have to save up thousands. And a lot of the time, they're still going to be restricted by the PDT rule. And so with TradeNet, to put that into perspective, less than $400, no PDT rule, shorting ability, a day trading course, a demo account to trade with, and access to their chat room. Again, less than $400 while it's on sale for the next few days at $375. It just makes more sense. It just makes more sense from a financial perspective. I don't think anywhere else in the trading world can you actually day trade stocks for that cheap. And I think that if you think about it in that way, it just makes a lot of sense. It's a lot cheaper to go the TradeNet route. And to be fair, I think most people are going to lose their TradeNet package as well. I just think most traders are going to lose. It doesn't matter where they go. But I would much rather lose $375 than lose thousands.
Yep, definitely. And one of the best things that's going to help you do, guys, is if you have strategies you really want to go ahead and test live. A lot of you traders are trading paper. Paper is great for kind of finding your strategy, but when you really want to start practicing execution, we always recommend to use small share size and the smallest share size that possible so that you can limit your commissions, use a platform that uses low commissions and lets you trade your strategies, whether that be long, short, or whichever you trade. Right here, guys, I'm long on ATVI, got it off 60-30s. Going to risk off the 60-22. Going to look for this one to come right back above VWAP here and break out above the 60-50s.
Yeah, and so the thing with it, Lewis, is that it is a good deal. You get to trade a ton of buying power, but it operates like a prop firm. And so there's a 70-30 split with their base package. And as you move up, like there's other packages aside from the base one that's $375. I'm in a pro package, which is like $8,000. But they give me a ton of buying power, like over $200,000 in buying power, and I have a much better split. And so instead of having to share 30% of my profit, I only have to share 15%, and my max loss is $12,000 on this account. So it's a huge max loss. Even with the base package, the small package though, even with the 375 package, your max loss is $700. So it's almost twice as much as you're actually paying for the package. And so from a risk reward perspective, it just makes sense. And again, I just think it's the cheapest way. I think new traders, they have a few different options, but I think this is the cheapest way that's going to allow them to trade with the most buying power and actually have the greatest potential to make money. You know, if you really think about it, some paper trading platforms are $100+ a month just to trade paper. You know, where it's like in 3 months of that, you're going to pay the equivalent of an entire intro package on TradeNet, which is again going to come with a $14,000 funded account, basically that you get to trade and be an independent contractor for them. Of course, a demo account, chat room access, shorting ability with no PDT rule, and you can actually make money. There's a 70-30 split, and there's a $700 max loss. And I think paper trading platform, basically, if you can make that intro package last a few months, it's going to be the equivalent of an intro package, and I would much rather get an intro package than a paper trading account for 3 months. You know what I mean? Because then I at least have a potential to make money, and I can get my feet wet with the intro package. So I just think that makes sense.
All right, guys, order out the sell. Some at 46. Here we go. We should show up here on the ask in a second. Let's see if we can get up there. There you go. There's 46. Looking for 48 to show up on the ask side, and then 46 to fill.
I don't know, man. JF, what's up with that, man? Everybody hit the like button. Why we only got 57 likes today? Why? You know, hit the like button, team. We do this for free every day, you know.
Just not wanting to break out above 46. About to just take 100 off.
Hey, looks good, bro. Good trade.
There you go. We'll take 100 off there and just let the rest of it work. Could break out big over 60-50.
Yeah,
we'll give
nice
ourselves a shot.
Yeah, look at the line on the SPY though, guys. This is the line I drew on the SPY. Look how closely, look how well it followed this level. Like, I drew this level live. You guys saw me draw this range right here live. And I said, if it holds this 325, 325.15 level, it could bounce right there. And look at exactly where it goes. Look at this level. And so, you know, that's the big level I talked about. And we got a lot of confirmation in that. So we'll see what happens here. It's testing it again. If it breaks below that, I would look for it to hold as resistance. But it's confirmed it a bunch now.
I like it on the 5-minute chart also. ATVI looks strong. Looks like it's trying to get some more shares here at 40. Then rip out through 50. If we get big buying, I might add at 60-50.
No, there's no futures or Forex SLY. It's only stocks. My kids are fighting. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I had to go into dad mode real quick. Alright, but yeah, SPY broke underneath that big level. And like I said, if it does break, I would look to that level to hold as resistance and see if it starts to really break down towards these lows at 324.50 in the market. Still haven't traded at all today. We're going to wait and see what we can find. Still taking it easy until I see something that looks good.
Alright guys, just hit an ad there. I'm gonna hold the rest to break even. 31's my out now. Anything below 31's, I'm just gonna get out. So we got long in this candle here. And now we've added back on this candle here. Looking for it to get back above VWAP, and then we can hold VWAP for the rest. If it gets back into the 40s, we'll be looking really good in this trade.
Alright, well, I'm back. My son's having a screaming fit, but my wife's got it under control, I guess.
Alright guys, it's about to sell out. It's at 30, anything below this, just gotta get out. Not gonna really risk on this trade. It should be back above.
Yeah, we got 70 likes. We need 30 more. We got this. You know, hit that like button, guys. We're close. We'll get there. Hey, well, we appreciate it.
It didn't break out. I'm just gonna go ahead and get on out of here. A little tired. No need for me to continue trading.
Yeah, it was a good trade though, brother. Good work, man. Let's see what we got. ACOR is actually testing my strike price, so that one's actually getting closer in the money too. So my put options aren't doing too terrible here. Yeah, there's the SPY breaking down to that 324.70 level. We'll see what happens there.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys have a great one. Enjoy the day. Always keep up with us on the Discord. That's how we always stay up after the trading day.
Yep, I'll post the Discord if anybody wants to join it. There's the link for that if y'all want to check it out.
You guys have a great one. Take care.
Later, bro. And so yeah, remember what I said with the SPY, guys? Look at this. So remember what I said in the SPY, right? I said that 325 level. And I even drew it right here, and I said, look for it to hold as resistance. What happens? It breaks under 325. It pushes right up to that exact level and then gets rejected and comes back down. And so, interesting here. Interesting. That 325 level, big level, we'll see if stuff starts to turn bearish at this point. I haven't traded yet. I'm trading with big size, and so I got to be more calculated with my trades with that. And we'll see what we can get today. We still got a lot of time, though. And stick around, guys, because I'm going to be trading larger sizing than I usually trade today. Have you tried to grow out your hair to look like Jon Snow? Dude, you should have seen me when I was like 18, bro. I had the longest hair ever. When I was like 18. What's up, Todd? I took CCO. Hey, green is good, Todd. Nice work, brother. But yeah, I used to have super long hair, man. I used to be one of those shaggy kids that had such like a long hair cut that like I always wore a hat, and I was like scared if anybody took my hat off because my hair was just like huge. I had like huge hair. My hair, when it grows out, it's super curly, kind of like Jon Snow's, I guess, you know. But it's lighter. My hair's like dirty blonde, brown, you know. I just realized the music stopped, man. Let me find, you know what I'm feeling right now? I'm feeling that acoustic song. What is it? Yeah, there it is. Honestly, this is like the other one, though. If I was in a losing trade, it would be the saddest losing trade ever with this song playing in the background. Alright. But yeah, there's the SPY drop. We'll see what happens. I mean, obviously, we got these lows down here that we can let the SPY test. It grows fast. Yeah, man. Yeah, I did a DNA test. I'm mostly British, but I'm actually 4%, roughly 4% African American, believe it or not. And I'm a little bit Spanish, but I'm mostly English. I'm like, okay, so I am 60% British. I am about 10% French. I am a roughly like 4.5% African American. And then I've got a bunch of other small percentages. Like a lot of different small percentages. But yeah, the three biggest ethnicities that I am are, again, English, French, and African American, you know, believe it or not. Which I kind of knew already. My Mimi was very dark, you know, and so, you know, we're Cajun. The name of this song is, The name of this song is The Wait Is Finally Over by Wanderer's Trove. Why did you pass on the Roku trade? Because it was a little bit too low and it wasn't quite my time. It was also, the reason I didn't jump on this trade was because I was actually looking at it for a long setup, and it broke down a little bit too close to these lows. Like, in order for the fake out bounce to work, it has to push above and then pull back down here, right? And it never quite did that. It kind of did, but it mostly stayed below, and so that was my cue not to jump in short, or not to jump in long. NVAX is dropping, man. So is ACOR. Both of those trades are looking good. Tesla, man, that one's been maintaining pretty high. Kron's tanking too. Honestly, Netron, I'm talking about my ethnicity, man. So my ancestors. I'm not talking. Obviously, I'm American. You could hear me talk and tell I'm American, man. But I'm just saying, like, America's a very young country. You know, we're a very young country over here. And so, you know, the only true Americans are the natives. You know what I mean? Like, Native Americans are the pure Americans. But even they migrated over here, you know, at some point, most likely. But yeah, you know, since America is such a young country, most people here, our ancestry is from other places. What's up, love, success, and life show? What's up, man? What's my trading budget? What do you mean? This account was like 10K, or really 8K on sale. But yeah, about 8 grand. Per trade, per day, usually about $300-400 bucks. Alright, we'll see what happens with Roku. RKDA popping up on the scanners here. Yeah. I know, Rel, it's crazy, right, dude? It's crazy, brother. I am an American, believe it or not, you know. I'm terrible with accents, too. If I try to do an English accent, it ends up sounding like an Australian accent. I could be like, hello. But it always ends up sounding pretty Australian, and so I can't do accents at all, man, you know. I think as I moved to Texas, I used to have more of a Cajun accent, but as I moved to Texas, it's more kind of twangy, I guess, now that I've lived here for like 10 years, you know. A few months. So, a few months. Probably like 4 or 5 months. I'm slowly building it. I was down a little bit, but I rebounded, and now I'm kind of growing it. Finally in the profits, but it took a little while. I'm looking at AMRN to pull back some too here. We'll see if we get that though. Ooh, AMD's looking a little bit better. I kind of wanted to short it up there. MU faded really nicely too with the market dropping. I like TradeNet. I think there's pros and cons, obviously, to any platform and broker, but I think that if you really think about it, some people hate on TradeNet, but it's bizarre that they do, because it's like, if you really think about it, some paper trading platforms are going to cost you like $100 to $200 for like a month of paper trading, right? And so in 2 or 3 months, just for paying for some paper trading platforms, you're going to pay for an intro package, the equivalent of one. And so why not just trade the intro package, regardless of how you feel about them? You know, you're going to get more buying power. You're going to be able to day trade and potentially make money. It's going to come with a course, a paper trading account, and a demo account with that. And you're going to get the funded account, 14K in buying power, no PDT rule, shorting ability. And it's like, yeah, the max loss is 700, but that's twice as much as you're actually paying for it. And I just think it's the cheapest way. And so regardless of whether you like or dislike TradeNet, I think objectively speaking, it's very cheap, and it's the cheapest way new traders specifically can get their feet wet and actually trade live accounts, you know. No. No, I didn't go from 8K to 241K. I went from 240K in buying power to 241,759. And so I've made roughly a little bit less than $1,800 in a few months, which is not that bad. It's like what, 15-17% growth in like 4 months, which isn't bad. You know, I don't care what anybody says. People have an unrealistic expectation of day trading. And again, a lot of that is marketing and advertising, because you know what I mean? Gurus will flash, look at how much money I made today. You can take this $500 and turn it into 10K in a month by just buying my day trading course. And real trading's not like that. You know, if you can make 20% in a year, you know what I mean? 20-25% in a year and do better than the SPY, then you're doing good. And you can consistently do that, then you're doing well in day trading. Again, I think people have an unrealistic expectation based off of what day trading actually is. And they make it something that they want it to be, which it's not. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. Sure, you could take $500 and turn it into 10K in a month. You could also lose 10K in a month, and you could also win the lottery at that. And so it's possible. It's highly unlikely. And of course, there's outliers, but most of that is due to dumb luck and not because of the course they took. Because trading is more so about conditioning your emotions. Most strategies and patterns are widely available for free online already. And the part of getting good as a day trader is just conditioning your emotions to make the right decisions, to keep it together, and to not just go crazy. You know, that's day trading. That's what learning to be successful in day trading actually is. And too many people try to act like it's a get-rich-quick scheme, which is just not. Oh, no, you're good, man. I didn't think you were hating. You were just asking. No stress. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't think you were hating. Tesla pulling back. If I wanted to get risky, I could try to take a bounce play on Tesla, but honestly, nothing really looks good for me right now. I'm just waiting. We're just going to patiently wait here. Yeah, trading is easy. Making money consistently trading is hard. Oh yeah, Austin, well, where's your Lamborghini, bro? You know, don't pull it out, you know. Where's your mansion, dude? You know? Because all successful day traders, they need Lamborghinis with butterfly doors and mansions. I'm thinking of starting day trading, and as you said, I think if you go by logic and you don't risk because of your emotions, you can do well. So here's the thing you want to understand, Austin, and I'll tell you this. I'm probably the only person that's going to tell you this, right? So just try to listen here. The reality is, not Austin, my bad. Austin's a millionaire, my bad. So yeah, I'm going to tell you this because nobody else will, okay? Day trading, it's possible to be successful, but you will certainly lose money in the first year. In that first year of you learning to trade, you're going to lose money. Do not have any dreams attached to your first day trading account, because if you do, you're setting an unrealistic expectations towards your trading, and you will almost certainly lose it. And when you have wrong expectations set with your first account, it's going to hurt even more to lose that account, right? You need to understand that you're probably going to lose for a solid year at least before you do well. It's not like the gurus say. You're not going to just make millions of dollars in the first few months of trading. It's not like that at all. It is very difficult. It is the single hardest form of investing, in my opinion, and it's going to take years to be successful. And so if you want to devote years of your life to being good at something that can potentially make you millions one day, that's what trading is. But you're not going to do it in the first year. I don't care what course you take. I don't care what guru you take. I don't care how closely you emulate real money with fake money. Or fake money with real money. It doesn't matter. That first year, you're probably going to lose, man. And it doesn't matter. Gurus are going to tell you that nobody wants to hear that. And especially the people that sell courses or sell chat room access or sell their picks, they are certainly never going to tell you that because they want you to buy the course. And if you hear the truth, it's going to discourage you from paying for it. Most information, like I said, is widely available for free online. And so you got to have realistic expectations towards your trading and understand that you are going to lose money at first. And that's okay, because just like anything that's worth it in life, it's going to take time and you might lose some money doing it. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Yeah, I know you are, Austin. No stress, brother. But yeah, that's the truth. And like I said, everybody's going to hate on me. People might hate on me. They might say I don't know what I'm talking about. They might say I'm a poser. They might say that I just don't know what I'm talking about, right? The reality is I live stream every day. You can see my account balance and you can watch it move up, right? Or sometimes it moves down. But what I have done is I've traded for years. I know what trading is about. I know how hard it is to do, and I know how long it takes to be successful at it. And so, here we're just a free resource and community, but I try to tell people the truth because that's what they need to hear. Because if you attach yourself too much and you believe the gurus and you buy the hype and you drink their Kool-Aid and you end up thinking that you're going to turn a $500 account into thousands and thousands of dollars in a month, it's going to really hurt when you realize it's just not like that, man. It's just not like that. And I don't care what they say. Most of the time, they're trying to sell you stuff. You got to just look at it for what it is, which is a very difficult thing. That once you do learn to be successful, that'll be a skill you'll have for the rest of your life. And so whether that's worth it to you to learn is all subjective, But I think the reality is that you can make a lot of money with it. But you can also lose a lot of money, and you probably will in that first year. And so just be prepared for that. It's not something that you're just going to jump in and do great right away, no matter what course you take. And so just be ready for that and prepare yourself mentally for that, because nobody else is going to tell you that. Everybody else is going to tell you if you just buy their course or join their chat room or look at their alerts, then you're just going to make all this money and you're going to get super invested in it and get super, You're going to be living the fantasy life, and you're just going to be like, yeah, I'm going to prove everybody wrong, and I'm going to make millions of dollars. I'm just going to buy this guy's course. And it is not like that, man. It's just not like that. It's just not like that. For the same reason that if you've never played poker before, you're not about to go win the World Series of day trading, or the World Series of poker. If you've never played poker before, you're not about to jump in and just win the World Series of poker. You know what I mean? It's just not like that, because poker's a game of skill. Sure, you could get lucky and cash in it, But if you haven't studied poker and don't really know what you're doing, you're probably not going to get that far. Same thing. And you're probably going to lose money as you learn to be a good poker player. Same thing in trading, right? I don't think so. Maybe it possibly is a distraction. But I mean, like I said, like listen, like I make money from this stream, man. You know what I mean? Like I make money from the stream. Mitch and I both make money from it. You know, obviously we make money from this YouTube channel. I don't care what any YouTuber says. They can pull the whole, you know, I do this because I want to help people. It's like, nah, you're doing it to make money, and that should be fairly understandable as well. Maybe it is an impeding thing, but I think it helps sometimes. I think the pressure of having to trade and perform in front of hundreds of people helps me to master my emotions more than the average trader. Because I got to trade in front of hundreds of people every single day. And so I have to, if I don't master my emotions with this type of stuff, then I'm going to look like a fool in front of everybody. And I have before, obviously. But I think it's overall a good thing, and you know, it does make money to help with my trading anyway. And so I think there's more positives than negatives, obviously, with the stream. You know what I mean? If I'm being honest. But yeah, you know. Well, I'm just hanging out, guys. I don't see anything. I haven't traded at all today. Nothing's really setting up like I like it. Maybe MU was probably the best fade, and I know we had a few people talking about it, so shout out to anybody that hit that MU fade, because that was a beauty. Now, I don't see anything I really love, but I'm going to wait, and we're going to hang out until we find something. AMD, too. AMD was a nice one. I just don't see any setups right now. And if I'm trading larger today, I gotta take the setups. No, I think I don't think new traders should use penny stocks. I think penny stocks are marketed to young traders because, number one, they're just easy to market. You could flash 1,000% gain and be like, look, I made $1,000 in 20 minutes. But what they don't tell you is that you could also lose $1,000 in 20 minutes, and that's probably more likely for the new trader to lose $1,000. Another thing is that penny stocks are far less reliable and consistent, in my opinion. And a lot of the times, gurus are pushing penny stocks because they're front loading onto low float stocks, and then they're having their followers buy it up, increasing the stock's value, allowing them to profit from it. And I think that they're taking advantage of new traders in that way, and that's why penny stocks are advertised to new traders most of the time. Now, I'm not saying you can't make money with penny stocks. I'm just saying it's much harder. They're less consistent. They're less reliable. Now, you can make money from them, but it's a lot harder to do, in my opinion. But again, of course, I'm biased towards mid and high cap stocks, and so maybe I'm wrong there. I do know that gurus take advantage of new traders with penny stocks, and that if you're looking at somebody that's marketing, I can make $1 million trading penny stocks, a lot of the time they're either front loading or they're selling you courses on it, and so that's what I would be prepared for. It's one of the reasons, like, people can hate on TradeNet, but one of the reasons I like TradeNet is because they are not sleazy with their advertising. You know, they don't show Lamborghinis and mansions, you know what I mean? It's not like that, and they are anti-penny stock, you know, for that reason. And so that's why people can hate on TradeNet, but they're not sleazy in that way. And, you know, I think that considering how cheap the funded packages are, I think that that's a good start for new traders. But again, obviously, I'm biased because I post referral links and people make commissions. I just think new traders need to understand what it's really like and not get caught up in the guru driving the Lamborghini, pumping their penny stock course. You know, I just don't think that is a viable outlook for a new trader. You know what I mean? Hey John, Mitch, chat. My wife is here with me and we want to know what someone would need to trade when starting from scratch. Honestly, bro, you don't need anything, man. You don't need anything, dude. You just need an account. You know, you could use basic charts, and for anything, like I said, Daniel, I think you want to understand that you're probably going to lose your first account. And so I'm not going to, you know, there's different options, and TradeNet's not the only option. But like I said, you're probably going to lose your first account, and you just want to be prepared for that. And so as a new trader, I probably wouldn't spend like any unnecessary money on other things like scanners or anything like that, because again, you're probably going to lose, and I would save money and just try to learn that way. But you know, as for like monitors and stuff like that, I don't think a new trader needs multiple monitors. I think they just need to get their feet wet, trade basic. You know, like I said, you're probably going to lose regardless, but I think trading basic is the right way to approach it, and just having that understanding in the back of your head that like, hey, I'm probably going to lose. And so with that said, just don't trade with anything you're not willing to lose, because as a brand new trader, you're probably going to lose. You know, you'll probably lose for a solid few months at least, probably a year, most likely. And I would be mentally prepared for that, and not, like I said, not get too invested in growing it super quickly, because again, if you do get too invested with the money in your account, it's going to hurt more when you lose, and that can just kind of take up mental capital. So that's my advice. Yeah, I just don't see anything, guys. I don't see anything that's setting up. I just haven't traded today at all. I just don't see anything, man. Ooh, pin, maybe. What's the SPY doing? Another thing that I didn't really understand when I first got started is how much the overall market, like I used the SPY to tell me what the overall market is doing, how much that influences stocks, right? Like how much the overall market influences the stocks around them, and really it's also vice versa, how much stocks influence the market. You know what I mean? And so I think I didn't really understand that when I first got started. And you watch the SPY to see, you know, to look for pullbacks in other stocks and vice versa. And so I think analyzing the overall market trend and direction to influence your stock's movement is a key thing that a lot of new traders specifically miss out on and don't really focus on as well. All right, I'm going to start jumping in with 100 shares. Well, no, I'm going to jump in with 200 shares here. Give myself a very small risk with PIN down here at 30.90, so it's about a 20-cent risk. I'm risking about 40 bucks. The reason I'm not trading super huge with this one is because the range is a little bit larger. But and it's my first trade of the day. But don't worry, guys, we're going to get up there to larger sizing. We just got to wait for the setups here. Yeah, I short all the time, man. Yeah, I short all the time. Yeah, shorting was really my first love, so to speak, in trading. I used to short constantly. It just depends, though, on what the market is doing, really. Alright, so I'm in PE in. Like I said, if this pulls back to 31, I might add a little bit more and then just maintain my risk level. Also learn to calculate risk reward. Like this is my risk down here. My reward is up here at 31.50, 31.60, so it's good risk reward. It's at least better than 2 to 1. And like I said, I don't mind adding a little bit more if it pulls back down to like 31.05, and then just risking off of that 89 level is really what I'm trying to get here. We'll see though. Trying to scale in a full size. There's 10s. was trying to add a little bit more. I'm in with 300. Like I said, I'm trying to slowly work my way up to like 400 or 500 shares. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Mystery. Welcome to the team, bro. Thank you for the subscribe, brother. All right, so I'm in with 300 shares. Like I said, we're gonna take profits quick if it moves up to 31.50, and then I'm gonna add some more to it as it moves down here. Like I said, my risk is 30.90 or so, but I'll let it test that as well. Probably get one more ad, get in there with 400 or 500 shares. Hey, man, thank you, sir. Oh, my bad. I thought you subscribed, Mystery. Hey, appreciate the 29, whatever that is, super chat, man. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to copy that and see how much that is, but I appreciate it, sir. Thank you, man. Appreciate the support, bro. Shout out to my man. With the, however much that is. Let me see. Oh, it's 41 cents. But hey, I appreciate it. Even if it's 41 cents, thank you, sir. I appreciate it, man. Thanks, brother. Oh, he sent me 40 cents. Okay, so hey, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. All right, so here I can add a little bit more. All right, I added one more position. Like I said, I'm in with 400 shares now. And my risk is down here at 30.90 or so. You know, so we'll hope this level holds a support. Beautiful bounce there. Really nice bounce. We're going to look to take profits quick as it moves in my direction, though. There's 19s. Ah, it pulled back so fast. That hurts, man. I was up way more than this, too. Frustrating, but hey, it's alright. Oh, man, I was so close. I was up like 30 bucks as soon as it dropped. It dropped right as I took profits, unfortunately. That's alright. Taking profits is never a bad thing. I just got a little bit late. And we're gonna ride this one out, too. Frustrated. I only realized $9. It just dropped too quick. I was up 30. It just dropped a little bit too fast. It's alright, though. I like my levels here. Yeah. Yeah, hey, I appreciate it. It's like $1 in donations, but I appreciate it, sir. Thank you, man. I appreciate any support. So, thank you, bro. Let's see what else we can find while I'm hanging out in this trade. 11s. Like I said, I can add a little bit more. I never got the chance to add more. Alright, yeah, I'm just patiently waiting. We're going to look for something else to show up here if we can find anything. That looks good. I don't hate this move. I'm just going to look to take profits. Like I said, 31.50 is probably ideal. Yeah, I'm using Thinkorswim for charting. I use Tefs and TradeNet to execute my trades, but I like Thinkorswim charts. It's just what I'm comfortable with, and I think sometimes in trading, you just got to stick with what you're the most comfortable with, and I'm definitely the most comfortable with Thinkorswim charts. There's 19s. I need this break, though, right here. There's the 19s. Like I said, we're gonna look for a break up to 320. I'm gonna try to take a little bit more at 31.25 or so if we can get up there. I'm kind of battling this level. I'm gonna take a little bit more off there, just bank some more profit, and then I'm gonna add back if it pulls back some, and then try to ride the rest up to 31.50s. Oh, yeah, so I think Thinkorswim is one of the best free resources, Daniel. My bad, bro. Yeah, I think Thinkorswim is one of the best trading resources for new traders. I think it's completely free. You can get access to On Demand, which basically allows you to replay and retrade any market day in the last few years. And so I think Thinkorswim is probably one of the best resources for new traders, honestly. scanners, I mean, free scanners is what I would shoot for if you're brand new. If you're a good enough trader, I think Trade Ideas are the best scanners in the world. You also might want to try out, they are doing their test drive that's coming up, where you get to basically try Trade Ideas out for 2 weeks for like $9. And so if you might, not to turn it into like a big spiel, but like if you want to check it out, here's that link as well. But yeah, it basically allows you to try them out for, I'm going to add my sizing back into PENN now that we did get that pullback. But yeah, if you want to try it out, there's that link as well. I think Trade Ideas are the best scanners, but I think that new traders should try to save money as much as they can. You know what I mean? All right, there's 10s. Might add a little bit more as it pulls back here, though. Like I said, guys, I don't mind adding. All right, I'm back in with 300 shares. Just going to look for a spike up to 31.25 or so. Looking for the VWAP level to hold. About break even now that I took profits, so I'm glad I took profits there. But yeah, we're still early. We'll see what happens with this one. Maybe add my sizing right back here down to this. Well, I was about to. Ooh, there's 6. I'm gonna add, oh my gosh, I just added too much, but I guess my stream is 500 shares. I added way too big of sizing here. I wanted to add another 100, but we'll see what happens. Now I'm nervous. Too big of size all of a sudden. It's all right. We'll be fine. But scaled in a little bit too large. I'm just looking for this level to hold a support, which it should. But yeah, scaled in a little bit too big here. Wish me luck, guys. But like I said, 500 shares is what I said, so we're in with 500. Gonna take profits quick if it goes in my direction, though. Here we go. Nice little spike up. Let's get it up to that 31.25. I'll be good. Hands over the cover button with taking profits. If it bounces up to like 18 again, which is where some resistance was prior, I'm going to get out. There's 16s. Come on. Gonna take my hand off now. We're gonna let it work here though. See if we get a breakout on the upside. We should be okay here. There's 14s again. All right, hands back over. There's 18s. There we go. Got out. All right, I took another. I'm still holding 250 shares though, and so we're gonna look to take 150 more off as it continues to spike up here. There we go. Beautiful. Just took another. Now I'm just holding 100 shares left, and I can really just let this work. But yeah, this is the same rebound bounce strategy I've been preaching about over and over again. Just really profitable strategy. Works really, really well. Ridiculously profitable strategy that I've been just banking money on for the last 2 weeks. Get out another 50 and just let this last little bad boy work here. This last little lot of 50 shares. You know what? I'm going to get out there. I like it. All right. That's my trade. That's the fake out bounce strategy. Same one I've been talking about. Super, super profitable strategy in all honesty. Maybe I should have held a little bit more, but I'll take the nice little $72 win. So the TEFS platform is $15 a month, Daniel. But it's all with the TradeNet packages though. So it's all with TradeNet packages. I'm scaling out of it, Jordan. You know, listen, I made it work. I'm happy with that. You know. Facebook looks like a VWAP bounce. But yeah, that's my only trade today. But it's been a super profitable week, man. Super profitable week. I don't think I've lost over 2 times this week. I think I've traded like probably like 10 to 12, maybe a little bit more than that. And just been a really, really profitable week. You know, no losing trades today. Only 1 trade. 0 losing trades. But yeah, I think you guys can see. So so basically, a few weeks ago I was in a slump, and my account's still in the profit. Like you can see me, I'm up over $1,800 after today. So after today, I'm up over $1,800. And really, what I've been doing today, and what I've been doing so far this week, is I've been trading my variation VWAP rebound bounce, my fake out bounce, rebound bounce, whatever you want to call it, strategy. And I've been trading this every single day nonstop because it's just been working every day. You know, and I've been trading it on different stocks, but the strategy has remained consistent. And the big thing to understand here is that I adjusted the time of the day I traded. Like you saw me, I didn't trade at all that first hour and a half today because that's not when I do well. I generally do well later on in the morning. And so that's why you see me wait until after 10 o'clock, and that's when I start to attack stuff, because that's when the most favorable time for me is. Yeah, I scaled out of this one because I was worried this would hold as resistance. It was still about a 1-to-1 trade, but I'll take it. But yeah. Could you give a quick explanation of the pattern that you just traded? Yeah, I got you. So basically, I call this, from what I understand, this strategy is unique to me. I don't think anybody else has used this strategy. And honestly, if they claim to have used it, or if you see any guru or other YouTuber using this strategy trying to act like it's theirs, it's not. I've been trading this strategy. I've made documented videos about this strategy for years now. But basically, the basic way the strategy works is, first off, it's a long strategy. And so you're looking for a big bullish move at the open. You're looking for a big bullish move, and you're waiting for a pullback, right? Once it pushes above the VWAP, and it's well above the VWAP, you're looking for a pullback. And on this pullback, you're looking for it to pull back, break a little bit below the VWAP, and form a really obvious low. And so you can see it broke below the VWAP, and it formed a really obvious low right here. That's your risk level. So if it breaks underneath that for your long setup, you got to get out the trade. It's not a good trade. You got to get out. You got stopped out. That's your stop out risk level is what we call it. But once it forms that low and it bounces all the way back above the VWAP and then pulls back and holds that level of support, that's where I'm jumping in long every time. So I'm looking to enter the stock right here after, again, it formed a low that I can use as a risk right here. This is my risk. And it actually breaks back above the VWAP and then holds it as support. I'm looking to jump in long right there and then selling into the strength of that bounce. I call it the rebound bounce is what I call this strategy, and it works really, really well. It's super reliable. At least it has been the last few weeks. And if you want to see more information about this strategy, I actually put out a lot of different videos on it. So yeah, so go look at our, if you want a more detailed explanation of this strategy, like I said, go look at our old weekend videos. Like, go look at the videos we have published, usually on Sundays, Sunday morning, Sunday evening, and talking about our long strategies. This is the strategy that I've been talking about for weeks now, and it's super profitable. Yeah, and it's really a VWAP bounce, but it's a variation of the VWAP bounce that I call a rebound bounce, right? And that basically means it puts in a low, breaks above the VWAP, comes back down, holds that level as support, which is where you're going to enter your position, and then it bounces right back up here. You know, that's really what you're looking for. Super profitable, just super profitable. Like I said, I've been trading almost solely this strategy, maybe with some fades thrown in there, for like the last 2 weeks, and I've had very few red trades, very few losing trades basing it off of this strategy. Did Clay Trader really? I saw him post some videos. A lot of people are going to start copying us. The problem I have, like you'll see gurus copy us, right? And I don't have an issue with people copying me. Like, I don't have an issue with people copying my strategies. I really don't. What I have an issue with, though, and this is what I do have an issue with, I have an issue with people copying my strategies and then using them to sell their course. Because it's like, we give everybody everything for free. And so if you're going to copy my strategies, try to act like it's your own, and then use my strategies to try to sell new traders a course on publicly available free information, that's what I have an issue with. That's what I'll call somebody out on every time. You know, if you go look at our library, I've been posting about these strategies for years, but it's all free. You know, we give it all away for free. But like I said, that's the biggest issue. People are going to copy. You know, people are going to see our channel growing. They're going to see our live streams. Maybe they're not doing so hot and they're a guru. And so they need to keep up this facade of being profitable. And so naturally, they're going to start looking at how we approach the market and our strategies, right? That's a normal thing. And that's what happens in the trading world. People steal each other's strategies. That's what's going to happen, right? But this strategy and my strategies are so specific in how I approach them that if I see somebody using these and then trying to sell a course basing them off of my strategies, then I will call them out on that. So just if you see anything like that, let me know, because I will make them look bad. You know what I mean? Because again, we're a free resource. We're giving this stuff away for free. If you try to sell our free content, I got issues with that. You know. Yeah. Ah, man, that's not giving me credit. Giving me credit would be like, hey, I use beginner trading. Yeah, I'm not talking about yours, Joe. I'm talking about yours. I'm talking about specifically the way I approach them, because I have a very specific way of approaching all of these strategies. But yeah, like I said, it's okay to copy. It's not okay to sell. You know, like, copying is to be expected. And like I said, I do take that as a compliment, because I'll be real here. I see a lot of traders talking about our VWAP methods, and I'll put it this way. Mitch and I put a class on VWAP. Appreciate the sub, Eagle, by the way. Mitch and I put a class out on the VWAP like 8 or 9 months ago about how we trade the VWAP and about what the VWAP actually is, specifically relating it to volume and the difference when a stock is extended away from the VWAP, which means it has less volume, and when the stock is closest to the VWAP, which means it has way more volume. Right? And Mitch and I put that out a while ago. I recently saw another trader that just basically copied exactly what we put out there and put it out there himself, right? And our video at that point on the VWAP has like, it's getting close to like 10 to 15,000 views at this point on that class. And like I said, I see another trader, I'm not going to say his name, but he is basically just using our content. And that's okay. Like I said, it's good information for new traders to learn. Like I said, as long as nobody tries to sell it, I don't have an issue with it. Yeah, and I 100%, 100%, Jonathan, 100%, man. I absolutely agree. Like, people are gonna use different strategies. I mean, that's the way trading is. Like I said, I've used other people's strategies, and I've taught people other people's strategies too, and that's to be expected, and that's just kind of how the trading world goes, you know. Yeah, man. Honestly, Joe is just super emotional, man. He's so emotional, bro. What's wrong, man? Calm down, dude. Like, look, I'm just talking. I'm not saying you copied me. Nowhere did I say you copied me. I'm not even talking about you, Joe. Like, calm down, brother. Stop being so emotional, man. You know? It'll be all right. It'll be all right, bro. Yeah, yeah, Renee. I mean, we're not selling a course. We don't sell courses. The only courses we put out are free courses. You know. Yeah, I don't know, futures. But yeah, but what I'm saying though is that it is what it is. The point is that the trading world is very public, right? And I don't have an issue with it unless you try to sell it. If you try to sell my stuff, like specific to my stuff, like the VWAP bounce is a very vague strategy, right? People can approach the VWAP bounce specifically, but if you try to take the same fake out fade or the rebound bounce strategy, that is 100% mine. You know, I've never seen anybody else use that. And to be fair, maybe somebody else has, but if they're just now popping up talking about it now, they almost certainly copied those two from me specifically. And that's okay, because that's how the trading world is. Yeah. Nathan. Yeah, if anybody wants my trade ideas scanners, I'll give them to you for free. Just join my Discord. I got you. You want my trade idea settings? I'll send them to you for free. Because like I said, I'm not trying to sell anything, man. You know. Can we hang out with you? Yeah, bro. You know. Join John for the World Series of Trading. Does everyone get accepted who applies to your team? I'm not sure. I'm assuming no, because you have to apply. But I'm pretty sure most people are going to be, as long as you get it in time. You know what I mean? So as long as you sign up in time, you should be okay. You know? Oh yeah, 100%, Renee. We get people all the time, brother, that try to, like I said, a lot of the time what ends up happening, and I've had this, historically, I've had this happen so much as somebody that runs a day trading channel, right? I've had this happen constantly, where they join, they try to act like they're my buddy, my friend, you know. They'll act like they're my buddy. They'll kind of try to maybe boost my ego a little bit, tell me stuff I want to hear. Right? Then all of a sudden they'll start giving out picks. And then those picks will eventually revert to, hey, you know, my buddy's got a course on here. Or, hey, my buddy's giving away picks. It's great. Just when they try to promote it, I immediately ban them. And they get upset. You know what I mean? That's kind of what happens a lot. And like I said, if you're one of those people that try to be nice, you're going to get banned. Or that try to be nice just to sell your own course, usually you're going to get kicked out of here. You know? Oh, I got you. Discord's right here. Yeah, there's the Discord. I got you. I trade E-mini futures, but I always have you on. It's like having a friend sitting in the room with me. Yeah, a lot of people have said that. They said I'm like a radio show. But yeah, like I said, me a lot of the time, I'm just chilling here, man. Like, I'm not going to be too... I appreciate the sub, Shelby. I appreciate it. Yeah, guys, remember to hit that sub button. Honestly, we're only 14 away from 100 likes, so hit that like button if you can. But yeah, I mean, with me, it's like I've learned that if I'm just focusing on charts constantly, I'm probably going to overtrade. And so sometimes you'll see me just kind of sit here and BS with people, and I'll just talk. It gives me something to do. I mean, I'm here for 3 hours every morning, and so I'm going to talk about other stuff. Sometimes we get into all these different topics, and it's just, and that's fine as well. But yeah, y'all are just hanging out, man, you know. That's right, Netron. Anybody want to buy my $25,000 course? Guaranteed to make you $2 billion in the first week. I do want to say that's all sarcasm. Don't sue me for not following through with that. Trading world isn't about different strategies. It's about everyone using the same strategy and trading that direction so we all make money. This is a case where being different is very bad. Exactly. Trading is a self-fulfilling prophecy, like Todd said, which is that you basically want to do what the herd is doing, right? Because the more people that are buying, if you're buying, that's just going to make your stock go up, right? And that's what you want to really focus on. And so you, in fact, want to try to predict what everybody else is doing in trading. That's exactly what it is. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's okay if people copy my strategies because that's just going to give me more momentum in my direction. The only issue is, like, since we're a beginner trading channel, I just don't want people taking advantage of young, naive traders that don't know any better. So they try to take my info and sell it in a course so they can profit. That's not what I'm cool with. Hi, buddy. You got pretty eyes? Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it, man. You know? New here, seeing what you got going on. Yeah, we're just chilling, man. We're just a free resource and community, bro. We are not experts here. We are not gurus. We're just hanging out, you know? Sometimes I trade. Sometimes, you know, I'm just hanging out right now. I don't see anything I really like. Hey, I appreciate the sub. Z-Man, Shelby, Eagle. Thank you, guys. Like I said, hit that subscribe button. You know, we do this live for free every day. Somebody's asking how I scan, even Facebook. Somebody was talking about Facebook. Facebook did the exact same thing. You know, look, is where it puts in this low down here. And then it breaks above that. and then it holds support there. You know, you jump in long right here, super profitable. So shout out to whoever brought that one up because it did the exact same thing. How do I scan for these? I have a VWAP scanner that shows me when stocks are crossing over and under the VWAP on Trade Ideas. And so that'll kind of alert me when something's going down with my stock. You can see that's where PENN showed up right there before I got into that trade. And so that's kind of how I knew PENN was doing that. But I basically have a set amount of stocks that I look at every day. Like I look at Cron, Cannabis, Microchip, AMD, MU, CGC. The overall market, like Roku, tech stocks, Tesla, Facebook. I look at everything, and then when I see one, I have 3 monitors, and so I have a 24-inch or 27-inch, 27-inch, 34-inch ultra wide monitor. So I have a lot of charts up that I can just kind of watch simultaneously too. Right, exactly, Todd. Yeah, 100%. I'm using Tefs and TradeNet, which is technically it's an educational package, but it has a lot of favorable things for new traders. And so, like with the base package, it's $375, I think, during the sale. And with that, you basically become an independent contractor. They let you trade their account, which is 14,000 in buying power. There's no PDT rule. You can actually short stocks, and it comes with a course, a demo account, and chat room. Now, I'm biased in their favor, obviously, because I post links for them, and so I make a commission if you sign up. I think it's a good, cheap option for new traders, but there's pros and cons. Like, specifically, there's not many penny stocks, and so it's like if you're a penny stock trader, they might not be the best thing for you, But if you want to check them out, I'll post this link here as well. Yeah. Right, exactly, Rumos. And this is something that new traders should understand. It's also one of the reasons I don't trade penny stocks as much, is because Rumos said a lot of day traders play kind of a set of stocks because their prior trading experience with the stock helps. Right, you can analyze and backtest the stocks. You can see how accurate they are with certain strategies in that sector or in that market. You can see when the strategies work the best, at what time of the day, with what stocks, etc. And so I think that is something that's really beneficial about not trading penny stocks, is that you can actually analyze, because a lot of times I'm trading like AMD, very consistent mover, moves the same a lot. But like if you're trading penny stocks, they may run up for a week and then go away. You'll never see them again. So it's harder to test and predict. All right, we need 7 more likes, guys. Hit that like button. Let's do this. We're close. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to get a cough drop. I need a cough drop. My nose is all stopped up, and I need to get a cough drop, so I'll be back. All right, guys. We got a few good questions. Can you automate your trading style or have tried it? No, it's a very subjective trading style, and it's very expensive to try to automate certain trading styles. So I prefer to just kind of hang out and kind of let my eye for trading do the rest. I mean, you could try to automate it, and it's a very, I say it's subjective, but it actually is kind of definitive with how it moves, I guess. But it just seems like too much work. I would rather just play it by ear. Sometimes it's different stocks. Like, I've never traded PENN before, and it worked really well on there. And so I'm not going to really be able to spot that much, even though I do kind of trade a general range of stocks, I guess. Commission fees on trades. On my platform on TradeNet, it's actually pretty cheap. It's 0.006 cents per share, but there's a 150 minimum per trade. And so it's actually pretty cheap. It's more favorable if you trade small. So if you trade small, it's way more favorable than if you trade big. But if you can find a decent sized stock, you know, like I said, if I buy less than 200-300 shares, my commission might be like $4 for an entire round trip. And so it's pretty cheap, honestly. I'll probably pay, like, since I scaled in and out of this one so much, I'll probably pay, you know, $15 or so from this one. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yeah, about $20, which isn't bad. I just scaled out of it too much, probably. CGC actually had a beautiful fade here. Facebook's pulling back too. Yeah, it's pulling back. I could take another one with PEN. Honestly, guys, I might just hang it up. I traded my 500 shares on PE and made a really nice gain. Only one trade, so my commissions won't be that high. I'll break over $1,800 in profit. As you can see, my account's roughly at $1,800 in profit in this 240K account in buying power. And so, profitable day. I don't know if I'm going to push it anymore. I might just be done. Hey, we're at 99 likes, guys. We just need one more. We need one more little baby like. Come on, guys. Hit that like button. Hey, congrats, Jonathan. Killing it, bro. Nice work, man. Happy for you, bro. Another thing, has anybody else been having issues with the stream? A few people like Netron said that it wouldn't let them watch the stream this morning. But yeah, I've confirmed with my wife that she is going to be on stream tomorrow. And so if you want to watch my wife trade, she will be here tomorrow trading with us at the open. And so hit that subscribe button if you haven't. If you want to check out, you know, my wife will be trading with me tomorrow for Friday, and it should be a fun day. And so, like I said, guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm up like $72, Steve. Not bad. I'll take it. Like I said, I'm slowly growing my account. Trying to scale back up in size now that I've been doing much better. Again, I don't think I've lost that much in the last few days. Or in the last few weeks. Last 2 weeks. I know I've had 2 losing days or 2 losing trades total this entire week. So this entire week I've had 2 losing trades. Yesterday I traded like 4 times and I did not lose once. And all of the trades were on stream as well. And then I think this week so far I've only had 2 losing trades. I think every other trade this week has been profitable and green. All right, cool. Hey, nice, Jonathan. Hey, we're happy to help, brother. We're happy to help, man. Yeah, I'll have to reach out to YouTube and see what the deal with that is, where it's not letting people join at the beginning. It might be due to me just using Stream Now. Could be what's causing that. But yeah, guys, I guess I'm gonna hang it down. I'm probably done. But yeah, if you want to use the same scanners as us, Trade Ideas Test Drive is coming out on the, I believe it's on the 4th. Hey, good, Steve. Hey, green is good, brother. Congrats, man. Nice work, dude. Just keep at it, brother. You got this. But yeah, so Trade Ideas Test Drive is coming up in the next week. It's a great deal. Like, think about it. I pay $120 roughly for my Trade Ideas subscription. So so half of that would be 60, right? For 2 weeks, you could try out Trade Ideas subscriptions for $9, for $8.99 during this test drive. And so you pay $8.99, you get access to Trade Ideas for 2 whole weeks, which would be $60 if you pay in full price. And it's just a great deal, good for new traders, great for them to try them out and see if they want to use them. And so if you've ever really thought about using Trade Ideas, here's the link. So go check it out. It's $8.99. What's the cash pit minimum for your 9K account? Like, what amount of profits do you have to be over? I'll have to ask them. I thought it was 1,000, but maybe I'm wrong. I'll have to reach out to them and ask them. But regardless, I'm gonna have to start scaling up. Yeah, that's plausible. Young. I think it was something like that too. I'll have to ask them though. I'll reach out to them and try to ask them today, because my trading has been consistent enough that I could really start growing this thing if I stop being such a big wimp and actually trade larger. And so wish me luck, man. We'll see how it goes. Mitch got out of here early, I think. He made a little bit of money today. Yeah, Mitch got out of here early. But yeah, guys, also, like I said, you want to use the same platform as us. You know, like I said, with this intro package, it's $375. It's the cheapest way new traders can get started, and it's going to give them the most amount of buying power, I think, in my opinion. So it's like, if you really think about it, what are your options as a new trader? You can paper trade, which is a lot of the time going to cost you over $100 a month. You can go to a discount platform, which just for their platform are going to be charging you over $100 a month. Or you can go with the intro package on TradeNet as a new trader. You're only risking $375. It's going to come with the course. It's going to come with a demo account to trade with. It's going to come with access to their chat room for a few weeks. And then you get to become a contractor and trade a $14,000 funded account with no PDT rule, shorting ability, and more. And I think that is the cheapest way for new traders to get their feet wet. I don't think there's any cheaper way for new traders to get started in this market. And I think that if you think about it, instead of buying a paper trading account, it's better to get the intro account, because in 3 months of a paper trading platform, you're going to pay the same as an intro package. And it just makes sense. You know, like I said, I'm biased because I make a commission if you sign up, but I genuinely think it makes sense, honestly, from a business perspective. It's just a cheap way to get started. And to be fair, I think most people are going to lose, but it's much cheaper to lose a TradeNet account than to deposit thousands and save up thousands, not be able to short, be restricted by the PDT rule a lot of the time, paying a huge amount for your platform alone. It's just much easier to go TradeNet route as a new trader. And so I'll post that link if you want to check it out. But yeah, there's the link if you want to check that out. Again, you want to use the scanners that I use, go check out Trade Ideas. You can also, if you want to sign up for Trade Ideas Full, you can use promo code BT15 and get 15% off at Trade Ideas as well. Also, guys, so the World Series of Day Trading registration ends on the 10th. If you haven't received your login info, don't stress it. The competition doesn't start for another 3 weeks or so. And so you're probably not going to get your login information for at least another few weeks. But registration deadline is the 10th. And so if you want to be on my team, for the World Series of Day Trading, I'll post this link here as well. It's completely free to apply to and enter. The top traders win free packages. And again, at the very least, you're going to get a demo account to trade with for a few weeks. And so here's the link if you want to check them out. Again, you don't really have much to lose. At the very least, you're going to get a demo account for a few weeks to trade with. And at the very best, you might win free packages. Again, the competition starts next month. Registration ends on the 10th. Join the competition. It's a great way to get your feet wet in the market as well because, paper trading, there's zero emotion. You can take 1 billion shares of paper and not feel any emotion about it. Where real money, a lot of the time you're risking too much, where this is a good middle ground to where you're going to have some pressure to succeed, but you're not going to have the full pressure of a live account. And so I think it's a great middle ground for new traders to get started as well. And you can check the link out. There's the link in the chat if you want to sign up for that as well. No stress. But yeah, guys, like I said, hit that subscribe button. My wife and I will be trading tomorrow. And so, come hang out with us. Watch my wife Carol trade. She'll be here. And yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. Appreciate everybody that hit that like button today. Good luck in the markets, team. And we'll see you all tomorrow morning. Same time as always. Have a good day, guys. And yeah, I'll see you all later. Good luck, team.